Hey everyone. Let's go for another super interesting movie. The film begins with a flashback from the past of Rocket Raccoon as a test subject for the High Evolutionary, a mad scientist who conducts experiments to find the perfect race. Rocket Raccoon meets three other test subjects who demonstrate intelligence and aptitude far beyond other animals, and they become friends. However, Rocket Raccoon, being smarter, discovers flaws in the transformation machine. Eventually, the High Evolutionary succeeds in creating his perfect race. On that night, all the test subjects were supposed to be killed because he no longer needed them. When Rocket Raccoon tries to escape, the High Evolutionary kills his friends. Enraged, Rocket Raccoon attacks him and manages to escape. Years later, the Guardians of the Galaxy establish their base in a place called Nowhere. Peter Quill is still very sad because he doesn't have Gamora with him and he practically drinks every day. Later, they are attacked by Adam Warlock, a super powerful being created by the Empress of the Sovereigns. He orders the Guardians to deliver Rocket Raccoon to the High Evolutionary, who has become obsessed with getting his test subject back in order to isolate and replicate Rocket Raccoon's intelligence. During the fight, Rocket Raccoon is severely injured, and the Guardians are unable to take care of his wounds due to a device implanted in his heart. Adam Warlock is neutralized but manages to escape. The team decides to travel to the High Evolutionary's headquarters, ArgoCorp, in hopes of finding a device override code. With the help of the Ravagers and Gamora from another multiverse, they arrive on the planet, and Peter Quill tries several times to approach Gamora. They then infiltrate the facility and retrieve Rocket Raccoon's file but are attacked by guards. They manage to escape only after Peter Quill remotely activates the jetpacks on the guards' suits. They deduce that Teal, one of the scientists of the High Evolutionary, may have the override code stored in his memory and decide to find him. The team visits a planet and is followed by Warlock and his creator. With the help of a humanoid family, Peter Quill, Nebula, and Groot track down Teal to the High Evolutionary's ship. Meanwhile, Drax and Mantis stay with Gamora and Rocket Raccoon. Peter Quill and Groot board the High Evolutionary's ship, leaving Nebula behind as she is seen as a walking weapon. Mantis accompanies Drax to the High Evolutionary's ship, which starts taking off with Peter Quill and Groot inside, initiating a process that also begins to destroy the Earth. Gamora stays with Rocket Raccoon but is attacked by a pig warrior sent by the High Evolutionary, who is killed when Warlock arrives searching for Rocket Raccoon. Gamora distracts Warlock and takes off in the Guardian's ship. Warlock senses that his mother, Aisha, is in danger, but it's too late to save her. Peter Quill and Groot manage to defeat the High Evolutionary's forces and kill Teal, jumping with him and retrieving his memory. Meanwhile, Gamora encounters. Believing that Peter Quill and Groot are still aboard, Nebula, Mantis, and Drax board the High Evolutionary's ship to rescue them. On the Guardian's ship, Rocket Raccoon collapses and has a near-death experience where he meets his old friends, who tell him that his time has not yet come. Peter Quill manages to activate the override code and revive Rocket Raccoon. Mantis, Nebula, and Drax find many children trapped on the High Evolutionary's ship before they themselves are captured and placed in a cell with three monsters. Mantis manages to calm the monsters, and they join forces to escape the cell and reunite with the Guardians. Together, they defeat the High Evolutionary's army. Kraglin arrives with the ship, which appears to have been transformed into a weapon of destruction. They engage in a battle, both attacking and being attacked. Cosmo connects the High Evolutionary's ship with the help of Nebula and Kraglin using their telekinetic powers, enabling the release of the captured children. Rocket Raccoon discovers a nest of raccoon pups and other animals that were subjected to experimentation but is attacked by the High Evolutionary. The other Guardians arrive and save him. The High Evolutionary is left to die on his ship, while the animals are rescued and transported, along with most of the Guardians. Cosmo struggles to keep the ships together for long, and Peter Quill attempts to escape but ends up in space and starts freezing. However, Adam Warlock appears and saves him. In the end, the Guardians decide to go their separate ways. Peter Quill appoints Rocket Raccoon as the captain of the Guardians before departing for Earth. Mantis embarks on a journey of self-discovery with the three monsters. Gamora reunites with the Ravagers. and Nebula and Drax stay to take care of the rescued children. After everything, it shows Rocket Raccoon with the new team of Guardians of the Galaxy, preparing to protect the people under attack by creatures. Peter Quill spends some time with his grandfather on Earth. And what did you think? Let me know in the comments below. Take a look at my other videos. I think there must be something interesting for you. And if you want to help the channel, simply share and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to receive notifications for upcoming videos. See you later.